Hello again, my name's Gabe Zolna. Just got a nice, interesting article. It's from Lightworker 3. No justice for Scalia. Thanks to the QAnon cryptic, the name Antonio Scalia is trending again. Antonino Scalia, as you may recall, was an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States from 1986 until his death on February the 13th, 2016, at age 79. His 30-year tenure made an indelible impression on American conservative legal thinking. Scalia's death was completely unexpected and shocked the nation. He had been so influential and so charismatic for so long that folks just sort of assumed he would live forever. Admired and respected by his peers in the American public, more than 6,000 mourners filed past Scalia's coffin to pay their last respects. President Barack Obama put forth the liberal-leaning Merrick Garland, who failed to win popular support even though he was an able candidate. Conservatives wanted to delay the decision until after the 2016 presidential election. CNN explains why. Quote, "The prospect seemed real that Scalia would be replaced with a liberal justice, given the left wing of the bench a majority that could impact issues such as abortion, campaign finance, and voting rights." Here's where the QAnon-coded message comes in. The self-identified high-level government source claims that after Scalia was murdered and Garland's nomination stalled, Bill Clinton bribed Attorney General Loretta Lynch with Scalia's Associate Supreme Court Justice seat in exchange for her recommendation to drop the Hillary Clinton email server investigation. Yes, QAnon accused by implication with a reference to Police Scanner Code 187, meaning homicide, that Justice Scalia was murdered and did not die of natural causes, the official explanation. Didn't the coroner confirm his death over the telephone? Huh? They wouldn't do that to a dog, let alone someone that sat on the Supreme Court. Scalia did have well-known pre-existing medical conditions. And you know who else had pre-existing medical conditions? The Vice President of the United States, Dick Cheney. I don't know if you remember, folks, but wherever Dick Cheney went as Vice President, there was an ambulance directly behind him. An ambulance was directly behind Dick Cheney. So if Scalia's heart was problematic, don't you think they would have done the same for him? I sure as hell do. Now they go on to say that Justice Scalia was murdered and did not die of natural causes, the official explanation. Again, Scalia did have a well-known pre-existing medical condition, so why suspect anything else from a 79-year-old man who had lived a full and very productive life? Scalia was found dead that mid-February day in 2016 in a luxury resort, Caballo Creek Ranch, in the Big Bend region of West Texas, near the Mexican border. The cause of death was not immediately released. Now, what do you think he was doing there? Huh? He was on a hunting trip. So do you not think that if he felt at all that there was an issue, he wouldn't be there on a hunting trip? You know, not everybody that's old has a bad pump. I'm 74. I have got a perfect heart. I play racquetball 3 days a week. And if I die of an unexpected heart attack, it wasn't due to an unexpected heart attack. The cause of death was not immediately released. United States Marshals who arrived on the scene had confirmed the coroner's findings. The coroner confirmed his death over the phone. No marshals were present when Scalia died because he had declined a security detail while at the ranch. Yeah. Scalia was a guest of Texas millionaire John Poindexter. You know what Poindexter is? He's a whacked-out Democrat. A private party with about 35 other guests were enjoying a weekend of hunting and sightseeing. When Scalia failed to appear Saturday morning for an excursion, Poindexter knocked on a justice's door. Hearing no answer, he entered the room and found Scalia still in his pajamas. The resort's host told the LA Times, quote, "He was in perfect response in his bed, as if he was taking a nap. His face wasn't contorted or anything. I went over and felt his hand. It was very cold, no pulse. You could see he was not alive." Folks, they went ahead and they cremated what was left of him because it would have proven through a proper autopsy, which they didn't even do on him. I mean, how insane is all this? I mean, you got to stop and think about how insane this is. All right? This guy was a Supreme Court justice. They got rid of him so Obama could try to get another whacked out leftist. He's already got that nut job, Elena Kagan, and Sonia Sotomayor. And Ruth Ginsburg, her cheese slipped off her cracker a long time ago. And he wanted to put his own dirtbag judge, another leftist, on the Supreme Court. That's why they whacked Scalia. A manager at the El Paso funeral home where Scalia's body was taken said that his family made it clear that they did not want one. One or two other officials who were called but couldn't get to Scalia's body in time said that she would have made a different decision on the autopsy. Why would the wife not want an autopsy? You know why? Because she knew he was whacked. That's why. I mean, think about it. What woman wouldn't want to know why her husband died? Especially when he's on a hunting trip with a leftist, which is what Poindexter is. This is just totally insane. This needs to be investigated, as does the murder of JFK, as does the takedown of the Twin Towers. Enough is enough, isn't it?